sense that you are becoming aware of your body. You are really trying to become aware of what it feels like. Let your mind move around. Don't try to restrain it or to fix it on any one area or to any one sensation. Let your mind float around inside from head to toes. Take the time to really get the feel of your body. Become aware all the time, not just when it hurts or when there is a pain or an ache. Feel and experience the difference in the different parts of your body. Sense what is going on within your body.
That's all you need to say.
With one broad mental sweep, become aware of the body as a whole. From the crown of the head to the tips of the toes. See what the body feels like. Whether it is beginning to or whether it has just faded out, leaving you as a kind of free-floating entity, a free floating self. Now stretch and twist and enjoy the feeling of your body on the surface. Try and feel what it's like. Wiggle your body around. What sensations do you derive from this? They can be extraordinarily pleasant and pleasurable, and should be. Feel what your body is like as you move it, and as you finally let it at rest. Give thanks for whatever guidance you have received or progress made. Blessed be thou, Lord of the universe, for thy glory flows out to the ends of the universe, rejoicing.
tickets, but I can't tell you what the guy's going to be. I can't tell you. Well, I'm right back in there. We're going to go to somebody who loves it. I'm going to drive off with Palm Beach Beat right here. The fucking legends. Love you. Stay tuned to come on out. There he is. Palm Beach Beat.
No llores cuando muera, pues jamás te escucharé. No, no me pidas disculpas. ChatGPT, can I make money online with $0? Yes, you can.
I'm Lon Duquette, and I have just a few thoughts I'd like to share.
I can't believe there's people that exist that have reason, that believe that Whataburger is better than In-N-Out. It's a very serious problem. I've met one.
That our tax dollars are being used to give trans surgeries to illegals. I have 4 links that prove it. So basically what the Democrats are doing is they are saying if you are an illegal immigrant, if you snuck into America and you want your penis cut off, American taxpayers will pay $60,000 for it. And that, why are Democrats paying for trans surgery? Because the people who are most likely to vote Democrat are trans. If you actually survey trans people, more than 90% vote Democrat. So it is in the best interest of them and in the best interest of the Democratic Party to
Democrats want more immigrants in the country. If that's the case, why is it that during Biden's administration he deported more people than Trump did his first administration?
It's just how they count the statistics.
Campaign.
No.
It is.
Oh, come on, Joe.
It is. Well, how come it simultaneously, if Biden deported the most illegals from coming into our country or that were in our country, then how does he also have the most illegals that came into our country in the span of 4 years?
But how is that
Yeah, so it's a net loss. Like what you're looking at it as, well, you look at it as a net positive. I look at it as a net loss. So if he turned this many away from the border, let's say 30 million were trying to get in, and he only let 20 million in, but hell, he turned 10 million of them behind around and wouldn't let 10 million of them in. So look, he's on immigration, but he let 2/3 of them come into the country illegally. But we know it. They had an app set up. You can't deny that.
So perhaps the book might also have
This is what y'all leftists do: is you smudge the statistics for the you're clearly aligned with them. You caucus with them. There's no question. Okay, so it's clear that the agenda is just to overwhelm the right. And look, we got people on the right that go along with it for their own self-interest, like cheap labor. Look, the Koch brothers, they'll play both sides of the fence to get their cheap labor out of this. Walmart wants this because every little immigrant, every Jose needs a new pair of shoes, right? Come on. Self-interest. That's what people are actually driven.
No, I would agree with that. I think the Democrats virtue signal about, talking about deportation of immigrants being fascism. Essentially, they are
Because he knows how to win.
people. So I would agree with you that the Democrats are interested in self-interest. I mean, that's essentially what Biden did when he continued, construction of the border wall. But to me, though, my point is essentially it still stands is that if the Democrats were in favor of letting anybody come into the country, why wouldn't it be so many people?
I think I can answer Necro respectfully because I do respect Necro, and I'll be very succinct. The reason why the Democrats deported illegals would win elections, they wanted the campaign to say the border is not open. If the Democrats, and I'll answer Necro succinctly, if the Democrats knew that there would never be an election again, there would not be a single one deported. The Democrats today are constrained by the knowledge that the average voter doesn't want millions and millions of illegals to come in. And that's holding the Democrats back from what they really want. So that's your answer, Necro.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was fair to say. I mean, but I think really just the idea that, they want illegal people to come in here legally, I think, I'd like to know what that, is suggesting, because the fact that they have policy that don't disincentivize people to come here, I don't think that that's the same thing.
This is Alistair. I'd like to be put in the queue, and I will be succinct.
Okay, I'm happy to pass the mic down.
So I've seen videos. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Run. It's already been hard. Let me finish. It's already been run in Europe. That is, ML's policy of letting violent migrants from the third world come in. It's been tested in Europe, and I'll post links. The overwhelming majority of gang rapes in Europe are committed by immigrants from the third world. The same immigrants that ML demands that America let in are committing mass gang rapes, and it's not in one country. It's in 10 different countries in Europe. So if anyone is honest and neutral and just Googles what do ML's policies do to a country, you don't have to stop. Post a few links. I'm going to the audience. ML demands.
Yeah, I mean, I know there's been the suggestion that, immigrants in Europe, one of the things is saying that there's been rising crime among them, but I think it's also been pointed out by Canada, the Canadian Institute is a libertarian think tank, which positively is immigration, but their studies have shown that now, I don't know if they're necessarily distinguishing between people who are here who are legally documented versus people who are not documented. But I mean, to me, it's like.
Try to be succinct, Necro. I'd like to go next. Try to be succinct.
Yeah, that's fair. I think I've got what I need.
So I've seen videos over the past few days of Angela Merkel, former Prime Minister Tony Blair of Britain. So we have Germany, we have Britain, as well as even the Italian Prime Minister now. But the Spanish Prime Minister just recently gave 500,000 African migrants basically amnesty. And it's because the Spanish people hate their leadership, because they are allowing these illegal migrants to come in for their votes. It's the same thing here in America. The Democrats want to destroy the country by allowing millions of more illegal alien refugees from all around the world to pour in to collect their votes. It is a scheme, it is a scam, fraud, and Kash Patel, when he's finished drinking all his beers, partying all the time, maybe he'll do something about it and start arresting politicians. Until we start arresting criminal politicians, nothing will change. Nothing. We need arrests, and we need arrests this year. And Donald Trump has to take his eyes, his gaze, his power, and he needs to refocus within. We need to get to the root. We need to rip this tree up, and we need to chop its roots up, which is the Democrat Party. They are criminals, they are fraudsters, they are liars, they are thieves. And until we see arrests, we will never, ever be free of these parasites. These parasites are killing us. They are low IQ. They are weak, they are effeminate, they are brainwashed, they are suicidal. They hate our history, they hate themselves, and they are miserable, horrible, pathetic people who have no intelligence, no courage, no morality, no strength. And I say we crush them, we arrest them, we imprison them, and we put them through the trials and the courts. And if the Democrat judges don't agree and they release, well, then we arrest the Democrat judges. Our police must begin arresting Democrat judges who release murderers back into the streets to kill our people. We must arrest soon and now. We cannot wait. We need mass arrests in this country. I am complete.
How about the top 1%?
Yeah, I mean, overall, like I would agree with the Democrats are defending people mostly are people who want to keep immigration as like a wedge issue for the same reason. They did the same thing about both parties, but that's why I call it the question whether or not they actually are concerned about whether they want to have immigrants come over the border as opposed to just keeping it alive as a wedge issue to accuse the other side of xenophobia or racism.
And where's Alex Soros right now? He's in Spain with the Progressive Movement International Symposium. They call it the progressive movement. It's not progressive. It's murder. It's abortion. It's black tax reparation fraud. Tax for me. I got to pay you merely because of the historical conflict of mankind. It's a fraud. It's a hypnosis communication projection shoved down your throat of lies. And if you speak up, you're labeled racist. If you speak up, you're labeled xenophobic. And weak, effeminate men like Necro, who have had sexual intercourse with trans people, are part of the problem. This young man needs to become a man. Necro, go join the army. Go join the Marines. Go join the Navy. Do something with your lives. Be a patriot. Fight and resist this tyranny. These people are traitors. They're liars. They're low IQ. They are gay. They are effeminate. They are traitors. We need to imprison them. We need to arrest them. Their corruption, their frauds, their criminality ends. These teacher unions are RICO racketeering organizations. Guys like ML are effeminate, low IQ, and they are traitors. ML, you're the problem. Necro, you're the problem. All you people on this app that are basically on here wasting their lives creating propaganda content, you're the problem. I am complete.
Yeah, I think we should tell the people who are saying that we should go to country or other countries that they should be concerned.
Well, Lindsey Graham was actually a reserve in the Air Force.
Yeah, well, I think he should.
But his ass was too
fat. So maybe but he's okay with getting people done for his wars. So.
Yeah, I agree. We should put all the politicians in there.
Yeah, I mean, Lindsey Graham is like Newt Grudge, and you know he's a chick.
What does he even do?
Sorry, what?
What's he supposed to? Who is that? Lindsey Graham. Humphrey said he doesn't sound very good.
I think that he should not be demanding.
He's too old to be fun. So I wouldn't want anything around with the front lines. Trust me, I wouldn't.
Oh, you're going to go to the front lines, ML, and defend America? Yeah, right, ML. You'll be at the back of the line complaining like that's all you do. Lindsey Graham knows how to win. People don't like Lindsey Graham because he wins, and he wins, and he wins, and he wins, and he's unstoppable. And you got to respect the winning. Guys like ML say, oh, I won't fight in the front lines with Lindsey Graham. Yeah, right, ML. You won't be at the front lines. You'll be in the back of the line complaining like what you do on Clubhouse for years. You fucking complaining little cuck. You're a cuck complainer. You're a Democrat liar. You're a fraudster and a spinner. You are an effeminate, weak traitor. We don't respect you, and we should deport you, we should arrest you, and we should send you back to your mother country. Goodbye, ML. Puh.
What's your mother country? Because
especially think that he should not be let into the White House after he talked about being invading other countries like Cuba to try to establish U.S. supremacy.
And we are, so like it or lump it.
Trump cannot fail us. He has to go within. He has to root out these Democrat criminal politicians in every major U.S. city by using the FBI and the local police. And if he has to deputy the police and make them federal employees because the city is going to fire them, so be it. We will create the largest federal criminal police network the world has ever seen, and we will mass deport all the illegal aliens. We won't allow one illegal alien in this fucking country, not one. You will be here with your legal papers. There's no, I got here, and then we're going to figure it out. No, 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 no. If you go to India, if you go to Russia, and you fuck around, you will be put in jail in a slave labor camp for 10 fucking years. In America, we give you housing, we give you credit card, we give you food, we give you daycare, we give you healthcare, we give you everything you need. But not anymore when Donald Trump realizes the scam and the fraud, and he's still funding it because he doesn't know how to cut off the money. Because the Democrat judges keep saying, no, 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 Donald Trump, it is already in legislation. We've got the money. We're taking the money. No, Donald Trump, deploy police, make arrests. Don't let these Democrat judges get away with it. Make warfare and lawfare your motto, your methodology to conquesting America, because we've been conquested by the liberal left woke progressives. This progressive movement is a fraud. It is a communist socialist scam to fuck the taxpayers. These people are fraudsters, and until we use the police to make arrests, nothing will change. We have to advocate for the police making arrests of politicians, using the FBI and lawyers and judges to file RICO charges. These are criminal conspiracies and racketeering. We won't allow it. It's criminality. It's fraud. It's lying. It's scamming. Guys like ML, oh, I won't go serve in the front line with Lindsey Graham. ML, you're a fucking complainer. Get in the back of the line, bitch.
So here's an example. I think Sean has me confused with Ann because he keeps talking to Ann, and Ann is not talking at all. So the bias, the prejudice, go get it, girl or boy. I don't.
We have a county treasurer here in Illinois. She stole $50 million from the county. How the fuck is that even possible? It's because there's nobody's watching. We don't have actuarial scientists, forensic accountants. We don't know what the fuck to do. Fraud is everywhere. And in Chicago, the mayor can take out $1 billion loan to pass it out to his nonprofit scam artist friends. It's all taxation under a different name. It's called, the progressive movement is really just the we're going to tax you more movement. That's all it really is, folks. It's a fucking fraud. It's a scam. ML, get to the back of the line. Keep complaining.
Well, I'll start complaining when I'm not in the 37% tax bracket anymore. But I'm good. Your bitch ass is the one who's been complaining. You, the price of gas, you're complaining about the price of gas right now. So shut up.
So tell me, ML, how does the individual taxpayer have control of the price of gas?
Yeah, I never mentioned gas once, folks. Note that. He brings up gas. I didn't bring it up. I said the progressive movement is a taxation movement. It's a scam and it's a fraud. Go ahead, ML. Complain about the gas price. Go ahead.
I don't complain about the gas price because guess what? I don't complain about groceries because guess what? I'm good.
Oh, and you know what's so amazing is the government butters your bread. You work in IT in the army or whatever the fuck you did, but you didn't start a business. The government made you wealthy. The government funded your adjusted gross income every year, you fucking complainer. The government did it for you. It wasn't your own hard work. It was a parasitic relationship. You are a parasite. Go back to the line and complain, bitch. You come in these good rooms and you take advantage of Ann and Matt Cool's goodwill. But ML, you're the worst of them. You're a dull hypocrite and you're a parasite. Go back to the end of the line and complain, bitch. Like I said, ooh, I got a 6-figure income. I don't need to worry about my grocery prices. ML, if I was in charge, I'd have you arrested and deported back to your mother country because you're a parasite. And we're going to prevent all parasites from continuing to leach and draw the blood from our beautiful system. You're just a parasite, ML. Go to the back of the line and complain, bitch.
Virgin Islands, he's American. Like, you guys need to stop saying that. You sound ridiculous. Like,
My mother country, listen, I just claim my lot.
dumb.
Hey, dumbass.
Go back to politically correct and agree with the echo chamber, ML. Go back to your safe space and politically correct with all your friends, ML. You're just a parasite, ML. Go back to politically correct. Complain over there, bitch. Go complain over there, bitch. You're just a complaining bitch.
You admitted to being a parasite.
I know.
Yeah, the U.S. Virgin Islands have only been a territory for about 100 years. So,
It's more than 100 years. More than 100 years.
108 years.
No, we're not going to send him back. That's not his mother country. It's some place on the west coast of Africa. That's where we're going to send him back to.
So I don't know how you're gonna take out the white. I don't know how you're gonna take out the white blood in me.
No, but Emma, we clearly have different political agendas, and that's ultimately what the immigration argument's really all about, is the political agenda. Would you agree?
No.
It's not really about how much crime illegals commit or don't commit. Right? You can say those statistics don't really play a factor in the debate about immigration. It's really about politics, right?
It's about votes. It's about who rules and runs and governs them, Mel. We don't want parasites like you ruling over us. We don't want trans social activists ruling over us. We don't want Democrat female criminal lawyers and abortionists ruling over us. We don't want black reparation tax socialist communists ruling over us, ML. That's why you gotta get to the back of the line with Lindsey Graham and keep complaining, bitch.
Yeah, hold on, Spark. Look, ML, you have a lot to say, but when I ask you very direct questions, you don't have
I'm working. What was the question? I was away from my phone.
Oh, now you're too busy.
No, I was. That's why sometimes you guys don't like
Making all that American money, right?
I am an American. Which end of money do you want me to make? You want me to get paid in euros or pounds? What is it? Or what do you want me to get paid in?
Do you live in America and work in America?
He's from the U.S. Virgin Islands. He's an American.
Yeah, but it's not really a flex, though, to talk about how rich you are.
No, I said I'm not complaining about the prices. And I'm good.
Hold on. What's the cost of living?
Joe, he did the most say.
How much do you have to pay for your import tax when you actually have to bring stuff in? The cost of living in our territories is extremely expensive. I'm sure y'all have additional taxes or tariffs, just like Puerto Rico does. And, right?
Yes, they do
Yeah,
import
I
a
know.
lot of the stuff, but I don't.
It's super
Hold on.
fucking expensive.
Hold on.
And I would have to guess that the U.S. Virgin Islands are just like Hawaii and Puerto Rico, that most of the money, that when you look at it from the countryside, like Hawaii, 4 out of $5 that goes to Hawaii is because of federal money. And I'm sure it's the same for U.S. Virgin Islands, that you don't really have individuals that are making tons.
Curious? Do you know? Hold on, Joe. This is where you you guys talk and you guys know what they're talking about. Do you know for the last? Hold on, Joe. Hold on.
Virgin Islands don't get any federal funds.
We get more tourists to the Virgin Islands than I think.
Than Hawaii. Hawaii gets a lot of tourists.
Hold on.
$405. Hawaii wouldn't exist without the American influence.
That is bullshit. Because Hawaii is. Have you ever lived in Hawaii?
Okay, so $4 out of $5 that go to Hawaii comes from federal funds. It's not from the tourism. It's not their largest industry. Federal assistance is their largest industry. Now, it comes through many different forms of federal assistance. A lot of it has to do with the money that
It's
goes
the
to
military bases,
Yeah,
David.
same with the people who
Cash, bill.
and it doesn't dispute the point that Alistair was making about your little islands would not be able to survive without federal assistance.
Can you be done? Okay, are you done? Okay, let me go now. The point you're making is that the net takers from the federal government are red states. Make that make sense. If you have such brilliant economic.
Oh, here we go again.
So hold on. If you look at the net taker.
It's the red states and it's the gasoline tax. Okay, 2 more complaints. Thank you, ML, for your submission. Wow. Incredible.
The point of it is that, yes, I'm from everyone else. I don't live there currently, but I am going to retire back there. I go there often because this is home.
Not if I get elected. I'll make sure you can never go back. We'll send you back to West Africa. And we will strip you of your pension. We'll make sure you never collect another federal dollar the rest of your life, ML. You go back to politically correct and go join your socialist, communist infiltrators. Go ahead, ML.
I'll send you back to Europe.
Send it back to his southern sister.
I can't go back to Europe because I'm indigenous, and I can tell by your accent you're not a native English speaker, ML. So take your lies and shove them up your ass, and maybe Lindsey Graham will come and felch them out your butthole. Oh, thank God El Normo's here. He can maybe talk some sense into you, ML, because you are so brainwashed, so brain rotted out. I fear that our government giving you even one more pension dollar. I know you got an ex-wife and she cleaned you out. That's the greatest justice. That's what I know, and that's what I like to see, is that when big mouth, big brain, stupid lying communist socialists and progressive faggots like yourself get cleaned out by their ex-wives, that's what really gives me joy in my heart. When I know that your retirement's fucked because your ex-wife got you by your balls. That's real justice, ML. That's real fucking justice. Your ex-wife has your balls in her mouth. Taking your pension, taking your income. Bitch, your wife owns your ass, and that gives me joy.
Maybe that's just tradition, but my ex-wife don't get a dime from my. She makes up.
So really easy to look up. So tourism only amounts for about percent of the U.S. Virgin Islands GDP. Now, depending on certain years, when more federal assistance has to be given, and certain times during disasters and stuff like that, federal money is upwards of 40% for the U.S. Virgin Islands. It makes up, almost a majority of the money that goes to the islands.
Well, your ex-wife didn't get your pension, but she still got you by the balls. And I'm so happy your marriage fell apart because you're such a know-it-all. Your ex-wife eventually got annoyed with you. And she said, fuck it, it's not worth it. From my birth to my death, I don't want to live with this fucking know-it-all socialist, communist parasite.
Hey, listen, do you even have a woman?
Oh, I got a lot of women, baby, and they ain't got me by the balls like your ex-wife got you by the balls. So you gotta come in these good rooms and waste people's. I think you trying to get laid, actually, at the end of the day. Going to politically correct, you think because Patty or First Lady gonna give up that fat ass to you.
he thinks he's funny, but he's a
Loser.
Oh, I don't think I'm funny. I know I'm funny, and I'm glad your ex-wife ruined your fucking retirement, bitch.
Hi, what's up?
Was there something fun? I know that you requested to speak, so go ahead.
How are you doing?
Well, this is the President Trump discussion. Thanks everybody for coming. We're talking about Donald Trump, the greatest president who's ever lived in America. He's doing incredible things domestically. He's terraforming America, terraforming the world of all the criminals, all the terrorists, all the blackmailers, the schemers, the scammers from the past 6 years. He's rectifying history, and many people just don't like history rectified. I, for one, support Donald Trump wholeheartedly. I voted for him 3 times. God bless America. Hope every American here has the greatest weekend of their life. And on Monday, we will continue the greatest deportation operation the government of America has ever conducted. Again, it's Operation Deportation, Program Project Deportation. I am complete. Thank you, everyone. Welcome to the discussion.
Since we're talking about statistics from the U.S. Virgin Islands, the largest employer of people that work in the U.S. Virgin Islands is the federal government. Near 30% on some years, the federal government is the largest employer for people that work there.
That makes sense. Well, why? Like, seriously.
We support a lot of these island territories and island
No, because guess what? You don't realize that in islands, you have, as a territory, the police force and mostly U.S. Marshals. You have the Coast Guard. Then you have then you have the military bases.
This strengthens my point that the U.S. Virgin Islands, the point was...
The federal government is the biggest employing majority states, and then if not for them, it's Walmart.
Not the majority of states. No, that's not true. No, these are particular to our island in our island states, like Hawaii.
So glad your ex-wife
obliterated you. They would not be able to survive economically without the federal government's assistance. Yeah, because they can't even afford. They don't have enough of their own economy to afford even having their own police force.
You don't understand that.
Let me know when Joe and ML's ice goes over. I want to tell you something about I learned today. Go ahead, Mom.
Yeah, and I'll let you have the last word. Go ahead and argue the why U.S. Virgin Islands is such a net benefit for America.
We're just leaving it. Come on now.
That's what you're going to leave it on?
I know.
Because you said we have some amazing beaches to come and visit in America.
I don't want you to visit. Babe, I don't want when I'm relaxing. I don't want when I'm on the beach to run into an idiot like you guys. It will destroy my paradise.
You need to use that opportunity to really sell us on. And look, it is beautiful.
Well, we don't want people from the mainland living down there.
No, they clearly want our money.
The sun glare. The sun glare on our bodies.
There's no industry there. Let me make some business about it.
I'm from the island of St. Croix, and we have like the 3rd or 4th largest oil refinery in the world. And for like 4 decades, we have the biggest oil refinery in the world. And we also have an aluminum plant, McMurray aluminum plant. What else? Because St. Croix doesn't have tourism. Only the tourism. There's nothing tourism. Tourism is mostly St. Thomas and St. George. If you guys really understood what happens in the territory.
Share with us. That's fantastic. Yeah, no, that's a net positive, having an oil refinery there.
And we have have one of the biggest oil depots. When you talk about the petroleum reserve and all the oil we store, we have one of the biggest ones now. Yeah, biggest. Because all the oil that comes to America, they have some place to park it, they can refine it, and they park it in Central. What else?
Yeah, it's just a small blip on what Refinery Row in Louisiana and the east side of Texas does. Because that's where the largest bulk of production comes from.
Yes, but we have the largest oil refinery in the world for decades.
Largest on what measure? Like
The largest amount of burners, the amount of the processing power, production. Yeah. We produce majority of America's jet fuel for decades.
Oh, jet fuel is very specific. Okay.
Because
I don't know that.
Yes, for jet fuel, we produce majority of America's jet fuel.
Okay. Well, good. That's good
and gasoline was the cheapest, has always been cheapest in the Virgins.
Usually where it gets produced, it is in Louisiana as well. It's one of the cheapest locations to buy because it's the transport cost, right?
Yes.
So, okay, there's some benefit. And now, what do y'all have to pay in excise tax for when you do imports?
We don't pay anything. You see, the only rule is that America established a law that if you're gonna ship between two American states, you have to use an American flag ship. So basically, we pay more to transport goods from America mainland to Virgin Islands because we have to use an American flag carrier, which charges higher rates than say we would get the goods paid from China or not.
Tell me this: what's the benefits tax-wise? Y'all don't have to pay the same federal tax rates that we do here in Maine.
It's the same.
Exactly the same.
Exactly the same.
No. See, I figured it was like Puerto Rico. There's benefits to live in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, you're correct. You don't fucking live in it, but he's talking to me.
Dog.
Dog, go ahead, because you're from the Virgin Islands.
He's a moderator. No, he's a moderator.
Let the ball come down. I said go.
Okay. Joe is correct. Very few people in the room know this. There's a tax rate. If I bring my business to Puerto Rico, my taxes go all the way to 4%. If you bring a new business to Puerto Rico, especially professional services business, your federal taxes go to zero, your state taxes go to zero, your local taxes go to zero. You negotiate 4% income tax. It's the best tax break available to an American citizen. So it's perfectly correct when Joe says he's suspicious that there are some tax benefits to an American moving to the Virgin Islands. I'm done speaking. Joe, if you disagree, let me know.
It's really easy for me to look up. I'll be right back.
We're talking about the Virgin Islands. You bring up the same tax structure.
Hey, apologies. I was doing stuff around the house. I didn't see you come in. I would have loved to have your take on the Heritage Foundation documentary. I was so excited when I discovered it yesterday, and then it's free this weekend, so I rushed to do a replay on it this morning. It's the story of Matt Lohmeyer. I had no idea. And really good book, 44 or 5 years ago. Did you know about it, man?
Yeah, it's an excellent documentary. Everyone, no matter what your politics are, when you watch documentaries, it's great for public.
So, let me see. I was posting it in the Telegram, and you don't want me to advertise for writing about Telegram duties because, why? No. Well, so the pros are more people in there to discuss ideas. The cons are the trolls will get in, and you're very protective of your property. So I'm just like, you're the landlord, I'm the manager of the property, so how are you, like you own it? So just think about it and you let me know. When you start letting me know, I can start advertising. If you have over 100 members in there, so like I said, you prefer quality over quantity, so whatever you...
Thanks for that update. Moderators, put me back in the queue. This is Allison. Thank you.
Okay,
advertise for it, and if any of them, you know, are horrific, which, yeah, bring them.
Yeah. So it already has the Heritage Foundation in the documentary. Hold on. Elon Musk tweeted about it. His post about it has 15 million impressions. Let me see what the Heritage Foundation post has 16 million views. And I get that John Kitover has an agenda and he wants the mic right now.
Oh, Monica, agenda. I just wanted to share a few thoughts. You don't have to say I have an agenda, Monica, but thanks for mentioning my name.
And my comment of DEI and critical theory in our military that's corrosive and divisive and racist. I would love to have that conversation with people. The pastor who was segregating the black soldiers, inviting them to special reviews on these opinions, crack logic, and alienating the white soldiers needs to be known about.
Well, no, okay, so I'll respond succinctly. Anyone that understands the actions of America's enemies know that America's enemies want nothing more than to have us divided by race. And China and Iran, if you actually read, if you just go watch the TikToks that China and Iran are giving to our youth, China and Iran are teaching our youth to hate their fellow Americans who are of different races. And so when the U.S. military, and we have a military man here who can speak, when the U.S. military teaches American patriots of one race to hate American patriots of another race, they are serving America's enemies. So shame everyone that did that. I'm done speaking.
I see the room. We're going in a new thread. I just want to finish up the U.S. Virgin Islands tax benefits that they do get, and then we go down a new thread. It does. U.S. Virgin Islands have generally a similar tax break as Puerto Rico does. However, they have one thing that's different, which they are very restrictive